Hello everyone, Naushad here. In this tutorial we'll see how to draw the route between the origin and destination. If you could remember, on our last tutorial we were calling this Osrm server for getting the route detail. Inside this route object we had an element called geometry. In string format we could actually use a Polyline decode helper method to decode this string into list of coordinates of location. So I'll be using this method of Google and copy it. I'll give you the link of this page in the description, and inside our root view model I'll simply paste this method, and that returns list of location. In our case we have defined this as lat long. So simply change the location to list of lat long, and we need to change it here too. And in our lat long class we have defined the latitude as lat and longitude as lng, so we need to change it here too. So you say l lat and lng. So to get the locations now, I've already defined the location in here. So you'd say locations is equal to use this method, and then that takes the string as a parameter. We would say root, the first element of the root object, and the attribute we are targeting is the geometry. So you copy and paste and then say to string. So now we should have the list of coordinates. So we would like to retrieve the first pin location equal to locations, and the first element of this location list. Of course we have got to declare that, and for the last pin location we simply say locations dot count -1. So that would give us the last location object of this location. So that's been done. We would like to add pins of the first pin location and the last pin location, which is the origin and destination. So if we see the documentation for adding Xamarin Forms pin, I'd copy this code and paste it here twice. So the first pin we'd call it origin pin, and the label would be origin, and the address would be the origin that is defined in our view model here. And for the position we would pass the first pin location dot let, so that's the lat, and first pin location dot lng. And inside the map, which was defined in our view model as static map element, we've got to add the map.pins add, and we would pass in our origin pin. Same goes for the mistake bracket somewhere. There has to be a comma. So there is nothing. And for the destination pin, we would say destination pin. The label is destination, and again the address would be destination. That was defined in our view model at the top. And this time it's going to be last pin location dot lat and last pin location dot lng. And also we need to pass in this destination pin to be added to our map element. So that's been done. If we run the code on our iOS simulator, we should be able to see the pin of the origin and the destination is being added to our map. Okay, before we run the code, I need to create a map span element. So we say map span equal to map span from center and radius. Not that yet. And we pass in new position of our first pin location. So let's say first pin location dot lat, comma, first pin location dot lng. We also need to define distance from kilometers, and we say from 5 kilometers. Leave the bracket here. And the next thing we need to do, map dot move to region, passing the map span element. So let's run the code now, and that should take the origin and destination, and when we click the go button, it will take us to the location of the origin. So I'll put a different postcode so you see it works. SL23PQ and destination SL23UY. Click the go button. Activity indicator working. So when we receive the data from the server, we're getting it from the Osrm root server, and it's setting the origin and the destination in the map. So what else can we do? The next thing, we'd like to connect these two pin with the polyline, so we could display the route. So now again in the map documentation, we click on the polyline and polygon, and we see how to create a polyline. I'll simply copy this code and paste it here. We don't need the geopath yet, so I'll just get rid of that. So we're defining a polyline. We need to use the Xamarin forms color.blue, And for the stroke width, we say 2. And for the polyline.geopath, we have got to loop through our location object. So we'll say var location in locations, and we'd like to add polyline dot geopath dot add, and we need to pass in our new position, and inside the position we'll pass the location dot let, comma, location dot lng. So if you run the code now, you would see a route has been drawn from the origin and the destination. So again, I'll put a different address here, SL23PQ, SL23UY, click go, and that should take us to our location, and now it's drawing the route from the origin and the destination. So what else can we do with that? I'll probably copy the same polyline, and after isBusy is equals to false, paste it here and give it a name, animated polyline. The stroke color, give it a different color so we know the difference. Black, and the stroke width we give it of 7, and that would become animated polyline, and we would like to add this polyline inside this for each loop. Passing our animated polyline with the capital, and we pass in this animated polyline object. And finally we would like to add a delay of 30 milliseconds, so it's a task dot delay and pass in 30. So if we run the code now, SL23PQ for the origin, destination SL23UY, click go. The first thing, the map should move to the origin location, which it did, and if you look, there is a black route it's been drawn. So what else can we do with that? Inside this animated polyline, we could actually add pins. So again, we'll come to the map.pin documentation, and for every single location I'm going to add pins. So you see the pins has been added to the map. I'll comment that out and paste a pin, create a pin object, and don't need the address. For the label, we'd like to say locations dot index of the location, which is this, and this is a string, so you have to pass it to, so we've got to say to string. Let's have to convert that to a string. and for the position it has to be new position of the location dot net and location dot lng, and we like to add this p object inside the map. So what have I done wrong? Okay, we don't need a semicolon here. So if you run the code now, this time instead of seeing that animated polyline, we'll be able to see the pins being added in every 15 milliseconds interval. SL23PQ for the origin, SL37FE for the destination. Click go. It's loading data from the server, and now you see the pin has been added in intervals. And if we click on the pins, that's going to give us the index of the pin in the locations object. If we try with a different postcode 3UI, this bit of information should be erased first, and then the new bit of information has been added in 15 milliseconds of interval. So if we use custom renderer, we could usually change this image of this pin to a car, and that would make it look like the car is moving along the route. So that's a thing we could do on the next tutorial perhaps. So it's up to you what would you like to do with that. So that was it for this tutorial. If you had liked it, make sure you like, share and subscribe. And I should see you on my next tutorial, where we would see how to use an alternate to Google's Place API. Till then, take care and see you soon. Thank you.